Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for this video. I'm sharing what we ate for dinner this week. So I've got 4 days worth of dinners. One of them we went out to eat dinner, and then the other 3 days I did cook here. One of the recipes you've seen me cook before, but it's just one of those things that we keep it in our rotation, so I thought I'd share it anyways. Another recipe, super easy, quick, and easy to do that is very family friendly. And then tonight's recipe, I haven't filmed it yet, but stay tuned. On in the video, it'll be the last recipe. This is the one I'm most excited for. It looks really good. If you guys are on WW like me, I'm sharing the WW friendly meals. Even there was a couple of nights that this week that I ate something a little bit different than everybody else, but nonetheless I'm still sharing everything we ate this week, me and my whole family. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get on into it. So sometime last week, Ethan was like, you know what sounds really good for dinner one night? The ham and cheese Hawaiian roll sliders. It's been a while since I made these. I know so many of y'all have probably made these and had these, but if you hadn't, I'll leave the recipe below that I'm following. There's so many different variations of this recipe, and you really can't go wrong with any of them. Most of them are pretty much the same. The measurements might be just a little bit different, but what you're gonna need for this recipe is some Hawaiian rolls. These were the cheapest at my grocery store, so I got the Sara Lee brand. You're also gonna need some cheese. You could do Swiss. I just got Swiss. The recipe, also, my house is very loud, so you'll probably hear the kids and stuff. You can do Swiss, provolone. I think the recipe I'm following calls for Havarti cheese. I've never bought that. I hope I'm saying that right. Ethan picked up this ham. Usually I'm a boar's head ham kind of girl, but he's more like whatever's the cheapest, let's get it. So got that. You're also gonna need some Dijon mustard, onion powder, Worcestershire sauce, and butter. Also poppy seeds, which are optional. I don't have any. I thought I did have some, but I couldn't find it, so I'm gonna skip the poppy seeds. You're gonna start by taking your rolls and cutting them in half. And on the bottom part, go ahead and put all of your ham on. I would say about a pound of ham, or a pack of it, like a good size pack of it, not like a super small one. A pack of that, you could totally add more or less, just depending on what you like. And then some cheese. I added 6 slices of the cheese just to cover it all. Then you're gonna take your butter and you're gonna melt that, and then add your Dijon mustard, your onion powder, Worcestershire sauce, and give that a good stir. I didn't really measure this, I just kind of eyeballed it. Then you're going to pour this all over the top. You're gonna cover loosely with aluminum foil, and then you're gonna put it in your oven on 350 for about 15 minutes. And then after that 15 minutes is up, you will take the foil off for 5 more minutes. While their dinner's cooking, I'm actually not having the same thing as them. I actually cooked up some chicken yesterday. I will try to remember to link the video below where I made this. This is called Juicy Chicken 101. It's a TikTok recipe that's like viral. It is absolutely delicious. It is such a good way to make like a healthier chicken. It is so good. So I'm actually making something with this. All I need to do is heat this up. I will probably heat this up in my air fryer. I had the same thing for dinner last night. Usually, like, if I want to eat better than what I'm making my family, like last night we had frozen pizza. I didn't really want that. I wanted to stay on plan. Tonight, I'm making them this, and if you guys are new here, I follow the WW plan, and I'm sure the points on this is a lot. So I'm gonna heat this up, and then I've got some jasmine rice cooking in my air fryer, and so I'm gonna have something along with this for dinner tonight. This is the only night that I'm actually gonna be eating something different than them, last night and then tonight. But in this video, the rest of the week is all like WW friendly meals. I feel like pretty family friendly meals for the most part. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for myself tonight. So these have got a few more minutes to cook, and then we're gonna have something, we're gonna have chips with that, something very simple, and then mine's very simple to make too. So really quick weeknight dinner. All right, so it's been 15 minutes. I'm gonna pull the tin foil off the top, and I'm gonna kind of let the tops get a little more done, a little more brown for 5 more minutes. Also, my rice is done. I added a little bit of butter to it and a little bit of salt and pepper. I've got about a cup of rice there. All right, so these are done. I've got the baby in my arms, so Ethan's gonna get these out of the oven. You pretty excited for these?
These are like my favorite.
Yum. Colin says yum. They look good? They look done?
Yep.
Cheese melted in there.
They just smell delicious.
Alright, so I've got everything plated up. We've got everybody's plates. Got some applesauce out if any of the kids want some applesauce to go with it. So we've got a sandwich and some chips tonight. Super easy. So for myself, I've got this chicken. I cooked it in the air fryer for like 3 or 4 minutes just to heat it up over rice, and I drizzled just a little bit of this Taco Bell creamy avocado ranch. This stuff is so good. So got a little drizzle of that, and this is such a good dinner. So I loved this last night and it was so filling. So this is what is for dinner tonight. Hey y'all, it is Wednesday night, so I'm sharing what we're doing for dinner tonight. I've shared this recipe before, so I'm gonna like quickly share this one because I know I've shared it like at least 2-3 times. This is one of my favorite recipes. I love making this. We're making this on the Blackstone. However, feel free to make it however you'd like. If you don't have a Blackstone, you could like bake it in the oven. You could like put everything in the frying pan and like saute your veggies and then cook your chicken up. That would be really easy to do too, but we're gonna use our Blackstone as long as it does not start raining. I'm cooking dinner a little bit early tonight, so hopefully we can get this done before the rain starts. Hopefully we can do that. So this is chicken quesadillas on the Blackstone. I love to do these, make our quesadillas and then top it with cheese dip. It's so yummy. It's WW friendly, like lower point. It's delicious. So what you're gonna need for this is some chicken. I'm not gonna use all of this. I'm just gonna use probably like a few pieces of it. We don't use a whole lot of chicken in our quesadillas. So we're gonna need chicken, any veggies you want if you want veggies in it. I love mushrooms and I love onions. So we're gonna do both of those. I'm gonna make the kids some quesadillas. I've never tried to make a quesadilla with cheese like this, so I hope we got the right thing. I honestly don't even know. We're just gonna try it and kind of see. Trying to figure out like what the restaurants you use, and I don't know if this is it, but we're gonna try it. For your seasonings, you need onion powder, oregano, paprika, garlic powder, and chili powder, and you're gonna use equal parts, maybe like a teaspoon of each. So I'm gonna get these veggies chopped and then chop this chicken up small, and then we'll go from there. Right, so I did 2 of the pieces of chicken. I'm not trying to have leftovers tonight, so I only done 2 pieces. And then for the seasonings, I put all of them in here. I did about a half a teaspoon each because I don't have that much chicken. So I'm gonna give this a stir and then toss the chicken in this. A lot of times also I just do it as I'm putting it on the Blackstone, but I'm gonna just go ahead and toss it all together. Now I'm gonna go get the Blackstone heated up. You could totally add some seasonings to your veggies. I've got onions down in here as well. Ethan's not a big fan of a lot of seasoning, so I'm not gonna add it to my veggies. I like a lot of seasoning, so I'm just kind of doing a little mix of both. So we're gonna heat the Blackstone up and we are going to start with the veggies. I'm gonna do a little bit of avocado oil and then we'll add the chicken after that. As far as our tortillas, I'm just doing regular tortillas for everybody else, and I've got the low carb ones for myself. Also, if you hear Callan crying in the background, he's with Ethan. He's totally fine. But all right, I'm gonna get this started as well, and then I'm gonna make the kids, I will make a couple cheese quesadillas and kind of split it up between the kids. They don't eat a ton of it. They'd much rather have chips and cheese for dinner, honestly. So I'm gonna try to at least get them to eat a quesadilla to go with it. Maybe some fruit to go with it, not really sure. But I'm just gonna probably like butter these on one side, and then I hope this cheese works. All right, chicken's on. Gonna put our cover back on here. All right, y'all, if y'all only knew. I'm about to get poured on, but this smells so good. This is like my favorite smell. I love the smell of mushrooms and onions cooked together. All these seasonings, it just smells so good. All right, so I put the kids' quesadillas on to hopefully get these done. And it looks like the cheese is melting a good bit, so I think we'll be good. I think the chicken's just about done and veggies are just about done as well. Okay, I feel like I worked up a sweat doing this, trying to get this done before it starts raining, and it is so dark outside. I cannot believe we got that done. But I'm heating up the cheese dip now. We like the Gordo's brand of cheese dip. This is just what I always buy. I'm pretty sure they were I remember ordering this on my grocery order one time and they substituted it for the Walmart brand just like this. And I remember it was really good too. But this is what we typically buy, the Gordo's, the mild one. So I'm heating all this up and we will be ready to eat. Is it raining? So whenever I started these, I was like, hope I'll get this done before the rain starts. I didn't even think about the Blackstone has to be, or he has to like wipe it down afterwards and then let it cool down before he puts the cover and stuff back on. So I hope it don't mess over Blackstone not having our cover. Surely not, but I didn't even think about that, or I would have totally done them in the house and not worried about the Blackstone. But all right, the cheese dip is almost done. I've got mine and Ethan's here. I've got the kids a quesadilla, and that cheese actually did melt really good. And then some leftover chicken and veggies. I just kind of mixed them all together and then put them on the quesadillas. Put a little bit of butter on there. I put some spray butter on mine. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I've got the kids quesadillas. I've got them some cheese dip in here. They'll also eat some chips with it. Baby at my foot, hi. And mine and Ethan's. So I've got the quesadilla, the tortilla part. I've got the meat and veggies. You could totally add a couple points for the oil that you used. And then I've got 4 points worth of cheese dip. So I would say, I would count this as 8 points for the couple for the avocado oil, and then 4 for the cheese dip, and then 2 for the tortillas. If you are also following Weight Watchers, I wanted to add that in as well. But this is dinner tonight. The kids can also have some strawberries or blackberries or something with it. But this is another quick and easy dinner. This took about 30 to 40 minutes to from start to finish. Hey y'all, today is Thursday. It is 7:10. So we are eating dinner late tonight. And I am not cooking because it is late. I just knew that tonight was gonna be Chick-fil-a night for us. So we're getting Chick-fil-a for dinner tonight, so I thought I would just share our dinner tonight even though I'm not cooking. It's been a couple weeks since we've ate Chick-fil-A, so it sounds so good for dinner tonight. But I had a hair appointment, and so it's just been a busy evening. It's been a busy day today. So this is what I planned for today, is to get Chick-fil-A. So as soon as we get home, I'll share what I got everyone from here. All right, quickly for dinner tonight, because everybody's starving. Oh no. I must be her soup. Okay, her soup just spilled out. Not all of it. Not all of it. Not chips. Okay, a little bit of her soup just spilled out all in there. I don't think it got. I think everything's okay. No, I didn't get chips. I got fruit. Okay, so for Delaney, she wanted soup, which some of it spilled out, but not a ton of it. Ethan got, here's all of this bag, the chicken sandwich and french fries. And then Ren got chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Millie got chicken nuggets and fruit. And Callan got grilled chicken nuggets and fruit. And then for myself, I'm gonna have to wipe all this down. I got a Cobb salad. I meant to get grilled. Not necessarily. I didn't really think about the chicken. I just added it to my cart without changing it. But I got regular nuggets. Grilled nuggets is, if you're following WW, grilled nuggets is a lot less points. And then I do the fat-free honey mustard dressing. So with the regular nuggets, it is 12 points. You can add a couple points back for the veggies in here. And then the sauce is 5 points. So it's pretty heavy. Like I said, if you got grilled nuggets, it's a lot less points. And that's our dinner tonight. So that's our dinner tonight for Thursday night. Hey y'all, it is Friday, so the last day of our What's for Dinner video. I'm most excited about this recipe. It sounds so good, so I'm so excited to make this recipe. First of all, I'm making the side that goes with it. I'm actually putting this in before I get started because this will probably take a little bit longer to cook, or probably about the same time when it's done. I'm making some fries. These are the Great Value waffle cut fries. And then for myself, I don't want these, so I just cut up a potato and seasoned with garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. And so that's our side that's gonna go with this. I'm actually gonna go ahead and stick this in. So I'm gonna link this recipe below. This is from Emily Bites Blog. It's a brand new recipe from her website. And when I saw her post it this past week, I knew I had to put this on our meal plan because it just looks delicious. So if you're on WW, it is about 7 to 9 points, I believe. You just gotta kind of figure out based on your, like, you just gotta figure out what it is for you because it might be different for everybody else. Okay, so these are the hamburger buns I'm using. They're just Walmart bakery brand. They're pretty big, so I'm gonna I'm using those, and then I'll show y'all everything else that we're making with it. Everything else, all the ingredients, I guess I should say that. So we've got some chicken. This is this chicken thin sliced breast. So I think there's 3 pieces in here, but I'm making 4 of them, so I need to go ahead and open this one as well. Then the lettuce is just for after the sandwiches are ready. So this is actually going to be the sauce for it. So we've got this French onion dip, which I love. It just sounds so good. And then we're kind of mixing these two together, I believe. So we've got that. That'll be one of the last things we do. All-purpose flour, salt, pepper, 2 eggs. I think we're going to do egg whites. We've got parsley, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, red hot sauce, panko breadcrumbs. Her recipe calls for cornflake crumbs, but Ethan is not a fan of that. So I decided to do panko breadcrumbs. So that is like all the ingredients you need for this. So I'm going to read the recipe and figure out what we're doing first. Okay, so the first thing we do is take a tablespoon of flour and then a teaspoon of paprika. And y'all know me, I'll just kind of roughly measure. So we've got the flour. We're gonna do some paprika. And then you're supposed to do this in a, my goodness, it's fallen. You're supposed to do this in a, actually, did I say a ½ teaspoon of paprika? You're supposed to put this in a gallon Ziploc bag. I'm all out of gallon Ziploc bags, so I'm just putting this in a bowl, and then I'm going to mix it together, and then you're supposed to put it in the Ziploc bag with the chicken and coat the chicken, but I'm just going to do it this way. So I've got my chicken here, 4 pieces of chicken in here that I'm just going to toss around in this. Okay, so the next thing I did is I have 2 egg whites that I beat in here and put ½ teaspoon of the Frank's red hot sauce. And then after that, I've got my breadcrumbs. I've got the cayenne pepper, parsley, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder in here. And like I said, the recipe with all the exact ingredients will be below. But I've got this stirred together. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to take my coated chicken and dip it in the breadcrumbs, then dip it into the egg, then the breadcrumbs, and then I'm making this in the air fryer. You don't have to make it in the air fryer. This is the recommended way, but if you look on her site, there's a way to do it in the oven. Is it the oven? I think the oven. In the oven as well. So I'm gonna coat it with the eggs, breadcrumb, and then stick it in the air fryer. So all the chicken, I've got 4 pieces of chicken in here, and it fits really well. I have the Drew Barrymore air fryer from Walmart, and I love it so much. It's big, it works really well. I have had no problems with it. So I've got all my chicken in here. I'm gonna spray the tops of these with some cooking spray. And then we're gonna put this in the air fryer at 400 for 6 minutes. Then we'll flip halfway through. Okay, 6 minutes it is going, and that's actually really easy to do. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make the sauce up. I'm really excited about this. If I'm gonna be doing these videos, I need to get some like cute dishware to do this, but I'm using one of the kids' bowls for this. So we've got this French onion dip. So we're gonna do 4 tablespoons of this dip, and then 2 tablespoons of the buffalo wing sauce. So I'm hoping that the kids will eat this recipe. I'm serving it to them whether they eat it or not. I'm just probably gonna cut the chicken sandwich in half and give each one a half of one. Hold on just a second. I don't think it's really going to be spicy because I'm not going to add this to it. I think this is going to be the most spicy part. I'm going to make sure it's not too spicy before we serve it, but I think it's going to be fine without that much spice. I know we added just a little bit. I added just a little bit of the wing sauce, and then a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a little bit though, so I don't think it's gonna be too spicy for them. So hopefully it's not gonna be that spicy, so hopefully they will eat it. We'll see. So I've got this, I'm gonna mix this up, and this is gonna be so good. All right, this just got done. This is what they look like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these over. Then I'm gonna spray the tops of these again. 400 for another 6 minutes, and then I will check them with my meat thermometer just to be sure they're done. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, they look really good. I'm gonna check them. Okay, these are done. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer these to a plate. And then I'm gonna finish cooking these. They are just not getting as crispy as I want in the oven, so I'm gonna cook these for a few minutes while I get these assembled and while they're cooling off. So first of all, I'm gonna try a small bite just to make sure I don't think they're too spicy for the kids or for Callan. Not at all. It is really good. Oh, those are really good taste though. Okay. I've got my bun. I'm gonna go ahead and make both mine and Ethan's because the kids probably won't catch up on theirs. Maybe a little bit of mayo. So I'm gonna take some sauce. I'm gonna add it to the bottom. Then I'm gonna take my lettuce. I wish I had a tomato because it would be really good on here, but I don't have one, so we're just gonna do lettuce on it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put probably bigger pieces of chicken. And that is it. And does that, oh, it looks, seriously looks so good. I tried the dip too, and it's delicious. So I will put everything together, show y'all everything we're having, and then we'll do a taste test of this together since I have never made it before. I am so pumped for this. Okay, so for Ethan and I, this one's Ethan's. He's got the waffle fries. I've got just my potatoes. So if you're on WW, I'm counting mine. Potatoes are free for me, but my whole sandwich is 8 points, which is not bad at all for this. It is pretty nice size too. The buns are 4 points and they look like they taste really good. For the kids, I've got each of them a half a sandwich. They'll probably won't catch up on it, but I'm just gonna wait and see what they want. I cut up an apple and split it between all of them. And I gave them a few fries because they're probably not gonna eat many of them. So for Callan, I chopped up the chicken for him and then put the bread on the side. And then he's never had these, but I did get him 2 very thin sliced apples and a few fries as well. And then he'll probably want to dip his as well in ketchup or something. But this is for dinner tonight. Let's go ahead and try the sandwich before all the kids come running in here to eat. All right, so we're gonna give this a try. This was so much easier to make than I was anticipating. I anticipated like taking forever in here, but I'm pretty sure it's been like 30 minutes since I've been in here cooking. All right, let's try this. Okay, when I tell y'all, you've got to go make this. It is spicy with the sauce. Not like overly spicy, but like just the right amount. I feel like for me, for what I like, it has the best taste to it. I'm probably have chicken all in my mouth, bread. The chicken has such a good taste. It is juicy from the air fryer. The sauce, the bread, it's just so good, y'all. You have to try this. Like my favorite meal this week for sure. As long as Ethan likes it, I'm gonna see what he thinks. As long as he likes it, this will be on our rotation because I love it so much. So we're gonna go eat. I'm gonna let the kids know that we are ready to eat. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for our week of meals and just kind of seeing what we all ate as a family this week. Let me know if you did enjoy this, and I can definitely do these more often, and I feel like it gives me more motivation to cook at home Monday through Friday. Yes, let me know if you enjoyed it, and I will definitely do these more and share what everybody's eating. And I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye.